What's going on, everybody? Just waiting for my stream to connect to everyone. Hope y'all are doing great. Andy Griffith here. Just giving a few seconds for people to tune in. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the attractive character and what that is essentially and how that actually helps your business perform better, right? So I'm just going to check this on my phone, make sure that this is all going live to the groups. Beautiful. If you guys got questions along the way, just drop them in the comments below. If I don't answer it in the video, I will follow up and answer your questions, whether you're watching this live or catching on the replay. Boom, boom, boom. All right, all right. Sweet. Looks like we're all looking good on here. So, essentially, everyone, hi, my name's Andy Griffith. I'm the founder of Funnel Growth Club. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about what is an attractive character and how that actually helps add value to your business and the performance results for whatever it is that you're doing. And this works for any type of industry that you're in. And I'm going to tie into that and show you what I mean exactly. So again, today's video, what is an attractive character? Like what exactly is that? When we say attractive character, we're not just talking about looks, okay? We're talking about being attracted to a person. You know, and it's not always in a look thing. When you think of like mentors or coaches or things along that way, there's not necessarily always a quote physical attraction, right? But there's some sort of naturally, like you feel like you're just engaged by others that well, on the flip side, you have people that you have no type of attraction to. You actually some actually people probably repel you, right? So kind of talking about what is an attractive character. I mean, think of it like this: is your attractive character is essentially like the persona you use, and it's a way that you communicate with your audience. And it's not something where it's like you have to have some sort of fake persona. It's more of it, think of it like learning to better embrace who you are, right? Or if you're a brand, what are you as a brand? What is your brand stance on things? What's the persona? You know, and learning to draw a better, finer line in the sand per se of like, this is who I am. And once you identify some of the key elements that make up an attractive character, this helps you to better connect and engage with your clients, right? Because essentially that's what, when we start talking about attractive, not necessarily in the looks, is it attracts people to you, right? And the more people that are attracted to you that build your tribe is going to equal more sales for your business, right? So again, this works no matter what type of platform you use, whether you're doing like video like I'm doing here, or this even also parlays into some of your social media posts and things like that, whether you're writing emails, putting posts, Instagram images, things like that. It's what is it that you're doing to actually bring people to you, okay? So you follow me on that? Your attractive character is how are you attracting people to you, not attractive as in physical appearance, though you should be hygienical, right? Definitely shower and whatnot, but you get what I'm saying? It's attracting character almost, that maybe if you will with that. So some of those examples when you start thinking attractive characters and trying to give you ideas to start thinking about what that is that helps is like think of movies, right? Your movies have actors in them. The actors are the attractive characters. That's why you often see like someone who does like a movie that like breaks out and does real well and sells. You'll see them in the next 2 to 3 years. They're like, they're in this movie, they're in that movie, they're in this movie, because that's bringing in the ticket sales, right? Different actors have a certain following that no matter what movie they do, people are probably going to tune in to check it out. You follow me on this? Or you can also like start thinking about like food. A lot of food industries, things of that nature, they have characters with them. So I say a mascot, you know, like Jack in the Box has Jack. You have different types of like Burger King has the King, McDonald's has like they have a character that they're using to attract people to it. Now, some of those might be attracting to different age segments that maybe don't fit you, but the fact is this is being used in the marketplaces, okay? You also can think of it as like service type companies where I think of insurance. You've got Flo, and maybe she spells her name like that. I don't know, as the character, or the gecko from Geico, the insurance industry. If you think over those insurance commercials you've watched, they don't spend a lot of time talking about rates. And if you're in this age category, you're less likely percentage wise to get into the no. They have some sort of like little skit spoof that's funny. There's some type of like unique situation or things. And if you really want to dive further, whatever that commercial is and the unique situations, they're usually attacking that market, like riding a cool motorcycle out in the desert and they make some sort of funny thing. They're trying to attract people who want to ride motorcycles, right? Or people that travel out and go on journeys. So when you start seeing these things, these are the attractive characters that these businesses are using. And like in business and in life, in school, you would get in trouble for copying people, right? But in business, you can get rewarded. Now, I'm not going to say steal. We're not saying steal exactly what we're doing, but model, like copying, you kind of model off of them. That's what's going on into the marketplace. To go back to like movies, I remember when the Expendables, I think there's like three of them now. There might even be four. There's pretty sure there's three of them. The movie Expendables, it was like all the action heroes that I grew up with. And some of the even newer ones that I didn't necessarily grow up with, but they do a lot of action movies that, it's like what Sylvester Stallone, John Claude Van Damme, Arnold Schwarzenegger, I mean, Chuck Norris. There's all these different icons of action, and they're in one movie together called Expendables. So essentially, you almost think like how brilliant it was to put all them together in that is each one of those actors has their tribe, their family following because they're all in that movie together. They're all being brought in and then attracting those people to come watch that movie, right? And that can introduce them to other actors. They go, oh, I really like and relate to that one's character. And so that's, again, where you're just trying to think attractive characters, what that can do for your business, or even whenever it's done right, like as a legacy. Star Wars has an incredible legacy that's been around for decades, and they can still produce hundreds of millions of dollars when they release a film because of what they've done through the series of these characters and the storylines, and that's bringing people in. And so attractive characters also can build a legacy within your business, depending on how you position it. Okay, so kind of falling back into that is, no matter what business you're in, if you start thinking about like weight loss, if you see weight loss commercials, they usually have someone who's talking and representing something, or dating, financial services. If you're some sort of advisor, or if you're doing some sort of a supplement thing, what is it that you're using to be the attractive character or positioning as an attractive character that brings people to you, right? It's not just about your features and benefits. It's using things for people to identify with and connect to you. Okay. And so if you're starting to think, well, how do I make them identify with? It's real simple. I mean, your past is how you connect. Things that you've been through or things that your business industry's gone through that you can relate that to people and on an individual basis. That's how you actually connect with people in the marketplace. You follow me? Your past is how you connect. Highs and lows, things that you've been through. Some of the things for me, you probably heard me say in some of my videos, I've only gotten a GED. I never went to college. I technically didn't graduate high school. I got my GED. Okay. I've blessed to have had a lot of success along the way, but getting to those points wasn't always so easy for me. You may or may not know that my senior year of high school, I actually went to prison. That might be a shock and awe to some of you. You may have not heard that before. My senior year, I got sentenced to 2 years, Department of Corrections, and I spent my senior year in prison. That is where I got my GED. Okay. So it's not all been necessarily rainbows and sunshine for me, but because those are parts of my story, I can connect with people because I know where they've been. I can relate to them. I know what they've gone through because I've been through some similar situations. I'm married, so I'm a husband, right? My wife and I, we are Christians. We are believers. We've overcame. My wife was diagnosed with end-stage liver cirrhosis 3.5, 4 years ago. Nearly died. We've overcome that. And these are the things where I'm not telling you all the hiccups along the way to go, woe is me per se, but I'm saying is the more you can learn to be vulnerable and what it is that you've been through, you're going to connect with people that have either been through what you've gone through because you have that relation now, or they might even be going through it. And then they can see that you've made it through it and you've gotten some, you're what might seem like a dark time. And you look back now, like for me going to prison, most people could probably deem that the lowest of the low, but looking back, that was probably the best freaking thing that could have ever happened to me. Seriously, at the time, I felt like my life was over. When that judge said 2 years and hit the gavel, I thought I was done. But looking back, that was the best thing in the world at that time of my life to happen to me. It gave me a timeout. I was able to do a lot of self-learning and reflecting and make a plan for when I got home. I mean, because had he not done that, who knows what else I could have gotten in trouble with doing at that time in my life. So what seemed like a dark moment was really the best thing for me. I can go into that into a later video about what's all transpired out of that. But, those are the things. I'm adopted. There's just, so where I'm going with that is your past, how you connect. using your attractive character and that persona is really, it's almost like you amplify who you are. We're not saying fake. I'm not encouraging anyone out here to be fake. It's just learning how to amplify who you are, what you stand for, and how to put that out in the world, and learning to be a little bit more vulnerable. And that's what's going to start to bring people into you. Okay. You know, because people do business with those that they know, like, and trust, right? And you got to share a little bit more than values, benefits, and features to get people to know, like, and trust you. Okay. You follow me on that? So those, again, I just want to connect those who relate to your stories. Those are actually the ones that you're going to bring in that actually end up buying your products. And the better job you do at relaying this and learning how to position yourself in this way, this is the difference between like thousands of dollars a month to hundreds of thousands of dollars. It can explode your business because you're actually making a better impact with your marketplace, and you're real. You're like, dude, that guy's real. That guy's solid. You're not just some gray, beige, blank entity that's trying to sell something. So they're like, nah, man, I love that guy. He's always putting out content. He's been through some of the stuff I've been through. Oh my God. I you know, the fact that I've seen him come through, it's inspiring me. I want to do business with him, or I admire the fact. And some of it may be like, people I've worked with, not everyone's been to like prison, right? Not everyone's like, well, I've been to prison, let's do business. Some of them go, the fact that you've been through that and what you do now is inspiring to me. Because statistically, most people go back. And at the time I was there, they said 85% of you were coming home or coming back. They called it home there. Like, you guys are coming back. We're going to see you again. They used to down talk us so much. Statistically beating the odds and showing that you can overcome that. And so that what could be deemed as a negative, it's like, no, that's a positive. Like, I did stupid stuff when I was 18. Who doesn't? Right. And if any of y'all say you don't, BS, you do. You did, you do. Because we don't know any better at that time. We think we know everything. So, you know, thinking too, when you go into your attractive character, is just start thinking, why would someone want to tune in to watch you? Like, if you were a television show, whether you're writing emails, doing blogs, however it is you're putting your information out there, doing posts, what would make someone want to tune in to give you attention? Because that's really what you're doing. You're grabbing attention. What is it that's interesting or unique that you get people's attention with? Okay. You know, and how interesting are you? And what is it about you that makes it an attractive for people to want to give you attention? And a big mistake a lot of people start to make when you start talking about this is they might be thinking, I'm not that interesting. I haven't done nothing, or, well, I just do that, or I only do this. And that is completely wrong. We are all special and unique in abilities and things that we've done and overcome and been through. Get that, what was it, a mentor of mine, you're stinking thinking out of your head, okay? Don't start going down that path. You have a story to tell. You have things to share, and people want to hear about it because there's people going through it or that have been through it. And none of us want to feel alone, right? I mean, nobody does. Like deep down inside, I think everyone wants to be a winner. Even people that have messed up and have to go on those, I called it my vacation at the time, going away. No one like wakes up going, I wish I sucked today. People all want to be winners. And so sharing your story can connect with them in ways you have no idea. You can inspire people through what you've been through in life and things that you've learned or know. We are all experts in things, okay? So just start to really learn to open up and let people know the cool and the interesting that's inside of you, okay? So, I don't want to run this video too long, but I just want to make sure that you guys get a general idea of what an attractive character is. I'm going to kind of break this up because I didn't want to we talk about attention. I don't want to steal a bunch of people's time for the day. I'd rather drip out gold over time than doing one long thing, because we're all busy. It's funny, as like connected as we are, we're just super busier. So I'm going to be dropping out a few other videos later on over the week, and we're going to be talking about the 3 main components of what an attractive character is. And it's really broken into these elements, as far as one is actually called elements. What are the elements that make up an attractive character? This video was kind of a general idea of why it's important and how to think of positioning yourself, but what are the elements, right? The second one is what's your identity? Who do you, like, as an attractive character, what's the identity you have? Who are you in the persona of the identity of your attractive character? And then 3 is, what's the types of storylines that you use to actually connect with people and to deliver your message? What is it and how you tell a story to actually share what it is you're trying to share with people? So I'll be breaking those into different video segments where we talk about the elements, the identity, and the storylines that you want to share. And with that, if you find this of value, please give it a like. If you have any questions, drop some comments below. I will answer your questions. I promise you. That is my commitment to keep delivering value. And on the flip side, if you see this of value, I do have a Pro Funnel Growth Club membership program. There's some free stuff there as well. You simply go to funnelgrowthclub.com and you can get you a free online business launch kit. I even have some cool bonuses where I'm giving you like a free offer launch series as well that teach you how to put together offers. But if you're looking for something a little bit more next level, like if you've already got an online funnel or sales, I have funnelgrowthclub.com/GoPro. To go pro, essentially what I've got there, like my last course, I broke it into was email marketing master swipes. Sometimes you may be selling something online. You don't know how to communicate with people in your email marketing. What do you do after you make the sale? Or what do you do to get the sale to happen? Because maybe they got the free thing you traded, but how do I communicate to bring them into my world? Well, that's something that the Pro Plan members have, right? So I literally have over an hour of video walking through step by step. I broke it into 4 different segments, so you can do it piece by piece. So it's like learn a little, apply, learn a little, apply, right? And with that too is I also threw in a 24-page swipe file where you can copy and paste content and just change out some little sections that are geared or market niche to what your industry is, so you're not having to write anything from scratch. So that's one of the things that GoPro has. We're talking about how to treat the conversation flow with opt-ins that opt into something, people that actually buy from you. What's the difference between a soap opera and a Seinfeld email series? Some of you may be familiar with that, or if you don't even know, you're like, what are you talking about, soap opera and Seinfeld? They're just, it's a category way of communicating with your customers and coming up with great subject lines to get people to actually open up your emails, and what type of copy to actually put on a page to get people to opt into something, right? And so Growth Club Pro right now, less than 85 cents a day. I will be moving the price up, and that's not some false BS scarcity thing. As I add more courses, I'm raising the price to it because you get locked in, and I release courses every month. Your price never goes up when you lock in, okay? But as I add more courses, the membership becomes more valuable. And so those that have locked in early get access to it. As long as they keep their membership active, they're going to keep getting access to all the new courses every month. And so as I add new courses, it goes up. So it's not, I'm not doing BS scarcity, because you never should BS, right? I'm never BS people, but the price will go up. So if you're looking to get over $3,000 worth of value between templates, software, courses, and live Q&A masterminds for less than 85 cents, I don't know how much better I can make it, less than 85 cents a day, check it out right there below. And again, guys, if there's a topic you want me to talk about, let me know. I would gladly address that to help you be successful. Have a great afternoon. I appreciate your time. Cheers.